What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday night, September 1st, 2021. It's your boy Hendrix. Um, Thank you all for joining me tonight. Appreciate y'all listening, tuning in, what have you. So no matter where you're following us, you're on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, um, Periscope, I don't know, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, I don't know, wherever you're following us at, appreciate you, YouTube. But anyway, it's Wednesday, it's happy hour with Hendrix, and we're gonna jump into the show. But before we do, just like to give you a short little reminder that our views and these shows are our opinion and our opinion only. You know, this adult conversation. We prefer you be at least 21 and up, but you got to be at least 18 to watch. 18 and up minimum. 21 is our preference because we talking grown folk conversation. And with that being said, put the little kiddies to bed because I'm not watching my mouth for anybody. You don't like the language? I'm sorry. It is what it is. Now, as you all know, in the month of August, we're talking about proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Kind of wanted to break this down into 4 segments, but we're going to do it in 3 just because the month is changing over. And due to some personal issues, I wasn't able to spread it out like I wanted to. However, tonight's topic's going to be kind of one and the same. You got to remember when we started out, we talked about mental health. Then we talked about physical health. And now we're going to talk about spiritual and emotional health. Now, when we talk about these things, y'all, please understand everybody has their way of doing things. Everybody has their own way of seeing the world. Everybody has their own way of attacking issues and problems. I'm not here to give you the definitive end all be all answer. That is not my plan. That is not my goal at all. My goal is, and with this whole thing, is just been to give you something to think about, give you something to ponder on as you go through life and you deal with issues, because you have to build a solid foundation before you excel. So if you're going to excel, you got to build a solid foundation. So mental, physical, spiritual, emotional, um, those to me are the keys of the foundation to building health and wealth and excelling in this world. And no matter what your end goal is, your end goal is your business. That's your goal. Everybody's gonna see the world slightly different from you. That's cool. But just a slight roadmap. It may not work for everybody, but that's okay. Guess what? That's the great thing. And this is why I love being a scientist. Because if it doesn't work for you, it's okay. You can find another way, but you're not starting from scratch. See, my goal with all of this has been to transfer knowledge. And again, my knowledge ain't gonna work for everybody. That's cool. But it's better than starting from scratch. And with that being said, we're gonna jump into tonight's show. Talking about spiritual and emotional health. Now, what you need to understand about me is I know people see what they want to see. That's fine. You can call me whatever you want to, just don't call me broke and don't call me collect. I really don't care. But what you see in front of you is the culmination of a lot of ups and downs and a lot of pitfalls, a lot of wins, a lot of accomplishments, and a lot of failures. I wouldn't have been able to get through a lot of these things and continue to go through some things if I didn't have a solid foundation. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Foundation seems a little shaky sometimes. Ain't gonna lie to you. but it's there. It is a little shaky sometimes, but that foundation is there for a reason. Sometimes you got to wipe the slate clean and start over from the beginning. It is what it is. Now, we talk about spiritual and emotional health. Now, I'm not going to get into the spiritual part so much because everyone has their own way of viewing spirituality, religion, and that's fine. All I'm going to tell you is that find something that you believe in, right? Find whatever works best for you. However, keep these key things in mind. Are you causing harm to somebody else? Is hate in whatever realm or path that you're going, is hate a part of it? Because if hate is a part of whatever spiritual journey you're going on, you're going down the wrong path. Your spiritual journey should be filled with love, knowledge, and insight, and about bettering of you. Everything else is a bonus. However, if it has anything to do with pointing the finger and hating somebody else because of their skin color, because they worship differently from you, because they look differently from you, because they speak differently, you're probably going down the wrong path. Again, not going to tell you what path to go down. Just give you a couple of roadblocks and red flags to look out for. Because you can say, hey, I'm this, I'm that, and that's great. But if your essence and what you're learning and what you're teaching is and has hate a part of it, not a good thing. The reason I say this is because the universe is filled with energy. And some people call it karma. That's usually the best way to put it, right? What goes around comes around. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It's just transformed into a different state. Think about that. From a scientific standpoint, energy neither created nor destroyed, just transferred into a different state. Now, I speak on this because what I need you to understand is that when we are on a spiritual journey, we should be absorbing the world around us, right? Absorbing that world around us to make sure that we're seeing, hearing, feeling, tasting, touching, and making sure we're fully immersed in the world around us. Now, I'm not saying go down and do crazy stuff. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the physical world around you, you need to be aware of the world around you because nature can teach you quite a bit along your spiritual journey. Hey, Shimmy, how you doing, sweetie? Nature can teach you a lot. Um, it's kind of hard for me to explain this, and this is why I said I'm gonna stay spiritual and not get into religion. Because if you look at yourself spiritually, when you wake up with positive energy, when you spread positive energy to other people, your day gets better. You don't have such a bad day. But little things around us in our realm can influence how we feel when we wake up in the morning. Have you ever noticed that when you wake up and it's raining outside, sometimes you're not in the best of moods, right? That's the physical world impacting you and impacting your spirit. When you wake up and it's too cold, yeah. But if you ever wake up on a beach, wherever you like to vacation, right? You wake up and you have that perfect temperature, that perfect setting, that perfect environment. You wake up in a better mood. You start your day off on a positive foot. And that's what I want to talk about. Like when you're talking about spirituality, we're talking about promoting positive vibes and putting positive vibes out in the world. And some of you may think dude, what the hell are you talking about? That's okay. It's okay. Because some of you gonna get it and some of you not. And that's perfectly fine. This message is, it may not be for you today. It may be for you 2 years from now. Some of the people, hey, I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel you. And that's cool and fine too. But we want to put out positive vibes, because what I found in my life is that when I'm going through it, if I make other people laugh, my day gets better. I could be having a shitty day. I could be having a shitty week or a shitty month. But once I start to come out of it, I start to make other people laugh. And people that are around me know, and they've gotten to know me, especially those that I work with, if I'm being extra goofy, I'm going through it. Had a young lady, I was being goofy at work, cracked a couple of jokes, and at the end of the day, she was like, Reg, I don't know what's going on with you, but come here, I'm going to give you a hug. Because you've been goofy all day, and I know what that means from you. Whatever you're going through a lot. So I'm going to give you a hug to help you understand that I see you, I hear you, and it's not lost on me. What is that story telling us? Do good to people. Your spiritual journey is yours and yours alone. Nobody can define it. Nobody can tell you where and how to do it. It's up to you and you alone. You can get insight from others, and you can get opinions. You can get guidance from others. But the journey is yours and yours alone. And you, at the end of that journey, you're going to be the person you're meant to be. Sometimes that requires you losing some people. Sometimes that requires you gaining some people. Sometimes it requires you transforming completely and not being the person that you used to be. Either way, if you're moving forward with love in your heart, you'll be okay. Now, I don't know if y'all get it or not, and I might be talking to myself, but that's okay. Because honestly, y'all, I told y'all time and time again, these shows is great. We get views and we get listeners and all of that, and we appreciate y'all. But sometimes this is therapy for me. Because honestly, got people commenting and posting and liking, and hey, we appreciate all that. We appreciate it all. But sometimes your boy needs a little therapy himself. And y'all have no idea what goes on behind the scenes. And what I want everyone to understand is your kindness to people. Yeah. Yeah. Bell, you feel me? No, Bell feel me. What I need people to understand is that when you are on a path and when you're on a journey, it's not going to make sense to everybody. It's not going to make sense to you even sometimes. But this is what happens. However you handle your spirituality, however you handle it, center yourself in a quiet space, no distractions. And I like the way the old school people used to do it. They used to call it a prayer closet, right? They used to go in the closet and pray with their Bible. That works for some people. Some people call it meditation. Whatever you call it, it's cool. But one thing that's common is that you get in a quiet space with no interruptions, and you clear your head and you clear your mind and you open your heart. And when you open your heart, you're going to find out that there's a lot that you have to offer the world. There's a lot that you have to offer yourself. And there's a lot of guidance that you can find by just being quiet. See, it's easy to go out in the world, but we really fail to realize how much noise is created by our environment. And this is what I said before. You have to be in tune with what's going on around you, right? When you're in tune spiritually, you're going to find out that the environment around you may need to change. Because if you're getting negative energy, you got to find a way to put out positive. So you find you a space to where you can clear your mind, clear your head, and then reset. You reset, and that will help you. And again, I'm not gonna say I'm the guru of anything. I'm just telling you what I do. And if that helps anybody, yeah, Bill, everybody going through something. You're right. If it helps somebody, that's all I'm here to do. I'm here to help one person. And if I can reach one person and help one person, I've made the world a better place. May seem like something very, very small, very, very small. But you help one person and watch how your world changes. It's going to make you feel better. And that's my goal here, is just to help one person guide you through. And whoever needs to hear this message, it's here for you. You want to reach out to the show? Hey, y'all know how to get a hold of us. You can email us, mashthegas@gmail.com. No, we even got a phone number up now. We got a phone number, 972-904-2398. Again, if you're watching us, cool, it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. If you're listening to us, hey, guess what? You go on our website, mashthegas.com. You check us out on YouTube or Facebook. It'll be down there for you too. You can get in contact with the show. But it's heavy on my heart that somebody needs to hear it, that you're not alone. You're not the only one. It's not the first time. It's not the last time. You're not the first. You will not be the last. But guess what? Just as sure as the sun comes up, you can push through it. You can push through it. And hey, just a reminder, you don't have to listen to us. I'm sorry, you don't have to watch us on Facebook or anything like that. You want to check us out, listen to us, we on Anchor FM, we on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we there. But you all, I know the last month or so, I've been going through it myself. And I'm going to just be honest with you. It hasn't been the easiest journey. I know it seems like I'm rambling, but I'm getting it out there and putting it out there that spiritually, I've been challenged. Emotionally, I've been challenged. Mentally, I've been challenged. Physically, I've been challenged. And I'm here. I'm a little beat up. I am. But I'm still here. I'm a little worn out. But you know what? I'm still here. And I remember something very, very intimate to me that I was introduced to my sophomore year in high school. And, most of y'all know, some do, some don't. I started off high school at a predominantly white school, transferred over to Kimball. And, first practice, first football practice, 2-a-day, killing it. I'm over at a school, coming over from a white school where I could dust people left and right. Coming over to a predominantly black school where, hell, I wasn't top tier. I was put on the same level as everybody else. And it made me feel some type of way because I'm not the fastest. I'm not the strongest anymore. Everybody's just as strong, just as fast. Their reaction times are just as good as mine. The playing field was level. So I started to question myself that first 2-a-day practice at Kimball. But then at the end of practice, Coach Jones said something that, we always repeated, but I had never heard it up until that point. And it was, the mantra of every Kimball night: always give, the best that I have. If I should get tired, sit down, rest a while, get up, fight some more. And he repeated, fight some more several times because that's what we have to do. We have to fight. We can't always, life is not going to be easy. It's a journey that's full of ups and downs. And at the end of the day, sometimes we need to sit down and rest a while. We're not giving up. We just need to sit down, gather ourselves so we can go out and fight some more. Because you take a long journey. Yeah. Thank you, Arbor. You survive a long journey or you're on a long journey. There are going to be points and times where you got to stop and rest. You know, nobody battles from sun up to sundown. No war is ever fought like that. Everybody rotate. They take their break. So you need to make sure that you take your breaks too. And again, I'm telling you this not from a point of what I think, but what from my experiences. So again, like I said, I'm gonna always give the best that I have. If I should get tired, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna rest a while. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna fight some more. But I'm gonna never give up. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how troublesome it may seem. I know I'm not the first. I know I'm not the last. And I know I'm not the only one. So with that being said, you all, I thank you for your time. I thank you for listening and tuning in. And I wish you well along your journey. So spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever you're gonna do, you get those four pillars together. You have a solid foundation to overcome any challenge that's presented to you. You need those four things. Be sure to check you out. Be sure to check out the other shows though. First and third Thursdays, we got MTG After Dark. Saturday mornings, we're gonna be doing MTG Live. Q is trying to figure out when he's gonna put in Stupid is Real. But you know, first and third stupid. First and third Tuesday night, Stupid is Real with Q. Wednesday nights, you know, you got happy hour with your boy Hendrix. Sorry for being a little somber, but hey, it is what it is. But I'm gonna let you all go because I feel like I've said what I needed to say. And with that, y'all take it easy, be blessed, stay safe, and I wish you the best. Peace.